Hello, it's Mr. Scully here. It's day 11 of the Festive, and this is my review of Series 9, Episode 13, The Husband of River Song. So, day 11, yeah, that sounds right. Well, let's just go straight into it. This is, the Doctor is in a town in the 54th century? Yeah, the mid 54th century. I think it's 53, 43, Christmas Day. So, wow. Because the Doctor is there, and then Matt Lucas's character Nardole is looking for a surgeon, and doesn't see one, but he sees the TARDIS. And he takes the Doctor to River, who he doesn't recognise. And basically, River is trying to remove the diamond from this head to someone she married. She claims she married Diamond, not the actual person. Even though she was only in love with him for a week. Posing as his nurse. Yeah. And the Doctor's meant to kill him. But that's not what happens. The Doctor doesn't allow that, and the Doctor is trying to get River to recognise her, but she doesn't know who the heck he is because of him being a new face, first race of a new regeneration cycle which River didn't know about. And then basically, yeah, they're trying to basically, they take the head and then Nardole gets his head upgraded and taken off his flesh body or whatever, human body, because it's a human colony. I'm assuming it's human. Human colony, my brain is not working. Nardole's head is cut off because he has a little bit of information about River Song, and then puts it onto this Hydrox's body because and then Ramon and River, Ramon locates the TARDIS, another of the River's husbands. Yeah. Sorry about that. One of his husbands, and he is found in the TARDIS, but no damsels, in fact the Doctor. And they show this thing, I think all these other faces are not Peter Capaldi's face. So what they do is, but the TARDIS doesn't work because the head and the body being in and out, they just interfere with itself. So once the bodies come in, with Ramon's head also being cut off, saying that they're going to die. The Doctor closes the door, and then they end up in this restaurant for basically serial killers and genocidal people and that. And River says to the Doctor that she's in fact selling the diamond. She doesn't want to give it back to the people. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that. She said earlier to the Doctor she wanted to give the diamond back to this people, but she said, no, I want to sell. There's more adventure in that. It's more fun. And then it's a Harmony Shoal. But they want the diamond, but they also worship King Hydroflax, so if that doesn't work out here, they just give them the bag, the zipped up. They lock the TARDIS in the hold, baggage hold. And then Ramon is, one of them, what's it named, Fleming, locked the baggage hold for River, but then when they find there's somebody in there, they let him out. Because Fleming puts his head around the door, sees him, and he's going to die because he has information about River. then he has a better idea. He says, I'll spare my life. You can spare my life because I can bring you the best head in the galaxy or the universe, the Doctors. And then they go to River, and then Fleming looks through River, starting all the events. They mention Jim the Fish, and she's recently been to Manhattan. So, in her point of view, this has happened. It happens between the Angels Take Manhattan and Silence on the Library. This episode is nestled right in between these two today. So yeah, and then River says, and they try and find where the Doctor is, but he's starting beside River. And then when they find that out, River's a bit Sunset. What she was saying before that, oh, I love the Doctor, but he doesn't love me. You don't admire, you admire Sunset, but you I won't love you back. So yeah, basically once I worked it out, once River finds out it's him, they just look at all the strategical points of view, and they go down to a specific point, and they try and use the energy to reroute the ship, but nope, that doesn't work. They're trying to upstage each other. They're talking about people they married. Stephen Fry is mentioned in this, which is weird considering he has been in a Doctor Who episode now in series 12. What's even like that one sort of makes sense, but in the last Christmas they mentioned Alien the film, which has John Hurt in it. After John Hurt being a Doctor, I was just like, what? But anyway, yeah, they do that. They try and do that, but there's no time. So what they do, they just go in the TARDIS and they fly about and that. Because yeah, they went in there level 2. Like if they were going to be in there without any damage. And then they end up on Devillium. Oh yeah, I think, when they were going past the planet, River recognises it and says it's Devillium, and she's like, she has an idea, what might happen. Yeah, and then the Doctor goes to the next morning, I think, it's not too long after, maybe a couple of days after. He immediately opens the TARDIS and this pulls presses the button, pulls the lever down, and then not a full demonetization because you don't hear all the sound. So yeah, it goes to the next morning, and then, or a few days after, there's this guy looking for survivors. And the Doctor knows of the restaurant now, which has an amazing view of the Singing Towers. So what he does is he gives the diamond to the man to make the restaurant, and then he goes forward in time a few years, I'd assume, to try and book a table at the best table, having a perfect view of the tower. It's not available for another 4 years, he says fine, and then he waits for 4 years, and then River Song wakes up. Oh yeah, she was unconscious, I should have said that. And then finds out what's going on, and then she changes her clothes, and then they have a talk about, the Doctor talks about the towers and River talks about this being their last night together. The Doctor knows that's not true, because yeah, he knows this will be the last time they know each other fairly, because the next time will be the 10th Doctor. And then, yeah, and they just talk about that, and then Rivers wanted to know, basically, why, well at least I've got, Rivers thinking, there's a loophole, you can save me, you always do. Doctor says, no, I can't always do that, everything has to go. And then, yeah, River says, oh, you've got time. Happily ever after doesn't mean forever, it just means more time together. And we find out a night there is 24 Earth years, I'm assuming. And that's the end of the episode. Good. Right, let's quickly go through the characters. The Doctor, travelling alone, goes to help Nardole and recognises River. He's insulted that she is married to someone else and doesn't recognise him. He tries to make River recognise him, but to no avail. Hasn't laughed for the first time in a while. That's an amazing thing now. Knowing that she's married to yet another person from the moon. Surprisingly, he has found out that River has stolen the TARDIS many times before. She still does not know who he is. They try dealing with the diamond, but conflicts arise. When River finds out that the Doctor has been with her the entire time, she is surprised, but not completely, because it was literally for 2 seconds, and then they go back. Okay. And then they go to that part I was on about where they were upstaging each other, and she says, the Doctor says, "I've been doing it longer," means because he would, and the River says, I do it better. I do it and that means, he's basically trying to save River. And he kept on cancelling their date to William. The River song mentions that. She even mentions, actually in their own William, remember that time when I was 2 years, which is a reference to a Series 6 mini episode. I can't remember which one. Was it? I think it's actually 2 mini episodes of the Series 6. I don't know, I don't have the skill set for that. He's trying to talk about the towers because he just finds it amazing. But she is asking if this is her last night with him. She thinks that he can save her, but he tells everything has its time. Every Christmas is its last Christmas. No, because every Christmas is last Christmas. He says something before that, but then he says, I can't remember what it was. It's something similar to it, but not exact words. But then he says, every Christmas is last Christmas, which is very good, because I really like that line being in there, because it shows that, because this I've just, for last Christmas, this sign says, Clara says, a few times in the episode, because every Christmas is last Christmas, because you don't know what's going to happen before the next one. That was his last Christmas. This is his last Christmas with River. Yeah, so he can't remember. You can remember her name, Clara, but you can't really remember everything. He remembers the adventures, but you can't remember everything about her. He might remember her name, but I don't think he'll remember details about her, because he doesn't even recognise her face. But remembers the sentiment behind it. And he tells River that 24 years is equal to Earth years is equal to a night under William, meaning that they have enough time. River tried to sell a diamond which he knows Hydroflax has in his head. Been his nurse for a week and fell in love with him. Married the diamond, as she says multiple times. Married Ramon, but erased his memory of it, which I find is a bit weird. He was getting annoying. If it was because he was getting abusive or something, I could understand that. Or something. But I wouldn't. I hope she's wondering why this man, the Doctor, but she doesn't know he's the Doctor, is asking her if she recognises him. When she tells him about the diary, she is obviously sad before she even speaks, because she knows it's almost the end of her life, there's not much left. The sunset doesn't love you back. She loves him, but she doesn't know if he loves her back. When she finds out that they are near to William, she knows it's the last time that they are together. Because she says that she's been up and down time stream, and she's heard rumours that they are last night together. It's on to William. There's a knock in the towers, as they are ignoring her, that's what she said, because she's more enamoured of the Doctor. She just wants to be with him. How much time they've got. Thinks that there might be a loophole or a way to save her, but it is all but confirmed by the Doctor when he says spoilers. But yeah, she knows and he knows that is the case. She wants to know why it feels better, and she wants to know that she hopes that she has more time than a night. When she finds out it's 24 years. Thinks that it's good having time to go through. And then soon, not too long after this, well, at least the last time she meets the Doctor, at least TV wise, because I think there was a couple of audios where she meets the Doctor, which took place after this, but also that's unlikely. But this is in TV timeline, this is her second last appearance. Third last, if you count episodes, but second last in stories. Yeah, and that's a nice poignant ending. Oh yeah, and the Doctor gave with some screwdriver shaft in that story. That is pretty much it. Now, what would I rank this one? I ranked Last Christmas at 6. This one is either a 7 or an 8. I'm gonna say this. This is my favourite Capaldi Christmas special. I'm trying to think what it is. It's definitely at least a 7. I don't remember what else I had at 7. Someone. Do you know what? I'm gonna put this at an 8. An 8 out of 10. I think I had one episode at an 8 out of 10 before. I can't remember which one. But yeah, it's a really good episode. It's lighthearted enough for Christmas. It's not too serious. Serious enough. And like it's good for having a Christmas adventure. Like even if you've just seen this one episode, I think you'd still understand who River is in a way. And having tying River's character up completely, because the last time we had seen her is actually, that's not right, yeah, because I said that was because her appearance in The Name of the Doctor is after the events of Forced, so that's going to be Forced on the Dead. So that was the most they were in sync. That episode and this episode was the most they were in sync, but even though those, yeah. So yeah, I'd give this an 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good special and it ties up with the story perfectly. And it does it. I think Nardole is in it, but there's not much to contribute to him in this episode. Yeah, even though he does appear in the next episode, which is a special, and in series 10. So that is it, I think. So, thank you everybody. My brain's just stopped working. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. And share if you can. And next time it will be my review of Series 10 episode X or Zero View American, The Return of Doctor Mysterio. So, thank you very much. Adios everybody. This is Scarlo. Out.